Well, we're doing Feth Fiada. Thanks to Happy Willy 2, Kaboo 21, and Blackronin for definitely carrying me through this. And also for letting me record. So the map has a time limit symbolized by this flashing stuff on the edges of the screen. It flashes more vigorously when you're starting to run out of time. Every so often, you'll see these black moon followers. You have to kill them, because if you don't, they'll escape and deduct time. And if you kill them, you get more time back. I'm not sure how much for each of those, but it's a thing that the game says, so. There's also illusion zombies, which I suppose I'll get to explaining later. The orbs always spawn in a predictable pattern, so as long as you don't get your bearings turned around, you'll be fine. And if you do get your bearings turned around, you can just look at the ground and the pattern of the fog, because the fog isn't uniform throughout this map. And if you just sort of look at where it is and what color it is, like over here it's kind of gray, and over here it's more purplish. I don't know how well that'll show up in the video feed. You can spend more time in the magical fog because they just killed this black mood follower before they could escape. After the third orb is the Zombie Catwalk. You have to kill these illusion zombies one by one. There's 5 of them. You can only kill them by dealing exactly or higher than 10k damage in a single hit, and then hitting this orb before you run out of time. And that spawns the mini-boss, which is over here somewhere. This thing is annoying. Don't use advanced heavy standard, including via Shield of Trust when you're fighting this, because then you won't get knocked away from the lasers, and they will just melt right through you. But other than that, it's basically just DPS the thing down. This entire mission is, I would say, more difficult and more demanding on your offensive capabilities compared to the Revived Illusion variant. But, assuming that you're capable of running it at all, it is faster than the Revived Illusion variant. Of course, whether I myself am capable of running this dungeon, I suppose is questionable, but I am definitely being carried through it by this group. So that's just the mini-boss. The full-on actual boss is another variant of the mini-boss, but with slightly more problematic abilities. I'm not sure if it's stronger or if it just has an additional annoyance mixed into its fight. I'll get to that. These Aleutian Salamanders are normally very annoying if you encounter a large group of them at once, because they'll span lightning element spells of all varieties, which can make it very hard to fight them. There's also the Teflon, who of course become unstoppable rolling machines if you don't take care of them. Basically, if you have the damage for it, this variant of the dungeon is just incredible. Like that! It's whole room. You're sort of done already. Thanks for carries. Once you've completed those 3 rooms, we're now at the Orb Catwalk. I strongly recommend dual guns for this, unless you are a giant with giant full swing or a human that can use final hit, and you choose not to save your final hit for the boss that's immediately after this. The goal is to prevent the orbs from rolling their way to the end of the catwalk in the time that this little glowy trail ticks down, which is easy enough with Way of the Gun, because you can kill them faster than they spawn. If you can't kill them faster than they spawn, though, then this whole thing just becomes a menace. But I have yet to heal myself from the last time we fought this thing. It spawns towards the center of the map. You can use the faint image of a road running through here to help orient yourself too. Oh my goodness, I am dead. Full boss variant of the orb has a little blue bar that it tries to charge up, that if you aren't able to fully deplete it by attacking it before a certain set time, it petrifies the entire team. It only does this rarely though, and it doesn't really seem to be that big of an issue, since the normal amount of DPS that you will typically be doing to the orb is enough to get rid of all the blue charge. Whoa. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping I would survive long enough for them to kill it before it lasered me to death. But the dungeon's over now. Once you've killed it, you just return to the center of the map to get your rewards. And that's that!